Hey guys, my name is Jared Wallman. I'm an instructor at the Bernardo Free Academy. I'm here again with Matt. We're going to go over what X-Guard is. I'm going to talk about X-Guard. We're going to back out a little bit and talk about some ways to get it, and then we're going to show some sweeps from there. Let's get right into it. So if Matt is standing here with maybe a wide stance, just look at the position. Obviously I'm not going to start grappling this way. Bring this foot a little bit towards me. What I can think about is if I'm perpendicular to Matt, my inside leg is always going to come underneath. I'm blocking the back of this knee, and I'm hooking the far hip. Now the goal of this hook, if Matt starts walking this way, is to block him. However, if he steps back, he can easily clear. So this is my primary leg. My secondary leg needs to come here and block the knee. Now if he backs up, I can block him. A very key point though is I don't want my knees pinched here. If Matt moves around, I don't have much control at all. In fact, what I want to do is the opposite. I actually want to open my knees wide, and I'm using my pulling mechanism, my feet, to kind of pull. So move around. It's much harder for him to hop that leg, and even more, I can extend my legs. Okay? Now, when we turn to this leg, let's turn a little bit this way. Once I'm here in X-Guard, I can have an overhook where I clamp, I come under, I can even grab my gi, or I can go to an underhook, and we'll talk about that later, where I bring it all the way up to my shoulder. But I need to control this leg. Okay. So one more time, I'm here. This is just basics on X-Guard. I'm coming here like this. This is the X, and I control the leg. So let's talk about some ways we might get there. We're going to start today in a De La Riva. I have another video on a De La Riva. You can check that out on how to get to De La Riva and play. But it's very unlikely I'm going to start in a seated guard and be able to get to X-Guard because Matt is going to be defending and controlling my legs. But if I go to De La Riva, I off-balance him, and then I go to X-Guard, now I have an option. And all these have sweeps. They may be different guards you like to play, but it's just important to understand the concept. It's a little more complicated than something like closed guard. So let's start with De La Riva. So De La Riva, I already started controlling the leg, but I'm over his leg with mine. I'm hooking here. I'm up on the hip, and usually I'm going to have a collar or a sleeve, something like this. 4 points of connection. Now to get to my X-Guard, I'm going to use this foot. I come off the hip, I extend him, and I turn. So now this leg is light. I'm going to keep this grip on the collar. I undo my De La Riva, I lift, and right here, I'm going to pull it to me as I bring my foot underneath, and here I am in X-Guard. Now, right now, Matt's staying on the mat, but as he comes up, we're going to look at our first sweep. Look, I'm just holding this leg. I'm not doing anything other than blocking it. He is stretched pretty wide, and that's my goal. I want as wide as possible of a stance. So as he starts breaking this grip, I'm going to drop down to the far heel, and I'm pushing him to his back. As he goes here, I make sure I'm careful he's not landing on my knee. I'm going to use my foot, come back, my far hand comes here, and I come up. Okay, let's do that again, and I'll show a few angles. So one more time, we're doing a De La Riva to X-Guard with an X-Guard sweep. So I started here, maybe an open guard, right? Get right to my De La Riva. I extend him, I turn, come underneath. This is important. I need to lift, and I'm pulling through as I set my X-Guard. He starts posturing, breaks, I drop, push, and I come up. Okay. One more angle. We'll do it from here. So here's my De La Riva. I extend him, I turn, I lift, come up. In my X-Guard, he starts posturing. Boom. I block and come up. That's it. So just an idea of how I might go into De La Riva. Into X-Guard. I use De La Riva to get to X-Guard. I could use butterfly guard to get to X-Guard. That's another way. Sometimes a collar and sleeve, etc., etc. But if he controls my legs and pushes them down, I have to find a way to get under him. Let's look at a secondary sweep. So one more time, let's say I went through this whole process. De La Riva, I extend him, I come here, I lift, I come into X-Guard. Now right now, if he's going up, I'm going to do that sweep, his posture up. But let's say he stays on the mat. He's staying heavy here. I'm controlling this leg, but his hands and his other foot are heavy on the mat. Maybe I want to come up. So what I'm going to do is look to underhook this. Look, as I come here, I bring it up on my shoulder, like I'm carrying a piece of wood. I want to grip here, and I'm pulling towards me. I don't want his knee pointed down, I want it up. Now I'm going to undo my X-Guard and push him away. Okay? Once I'm here, I'm heavy, heavy, heavy. I'm using this far leg to come up to my elbow. A point here that's very important is don't look down. I want to look up, keep this pulling back. As I come to a technical stand, I come up. Keep your hands on the mat. So I'm going to drive into him. I want the weight. I don't want him standing up. And now I'm trying to turn his hips towards me. So I come up, I reach for the far foot, and I pull. Boom. Okay? So obviously we're drilling, but this is the idea. So as I'm here, my De La Riva, I extend him, I come here. Look, I lift. Even right here, this is a great point where I can pull my knee to me, come underneath, and set my X guard. Look how I'm already here. As I'm here, I don't want him to posture back up like he's trying to do. I'm going to push into him. Use my far foot to come here. Keep this knee from bending. If I come this way, I have to chase the back. So I'm pulling up as I drive into him. Even as I come up, I can find that far foot and hook just to sweep him here. So one last time, let's do both of those sweeps just so you guys can see. Let's start right in X guard. So here I'm in X guard. Again, overhook on the first one. I have him pulled down here. There are a lot more sweeps we can do, but most commonly, he's going to try to posture up. As soon as he postures up, I drop here and kick my foot out as I push my other foot back. Come up, there's my sweep. Second one, let's move this way a little bit. Start an X guard, but here, I can't do it with an overhook. I have to have an underhook, and look how it's up on my shoulder. I extend him wide, and especially here, I want his hands to the mat. So now I push him away. Look right here for a second. If he drives back into me, it's very hard because of my foot. And this is essentially a technical stance, something all our white belts learn. I use my base foot, come back here, my head is up, and I'm driving up, find the far leg, and finish my sweep. So there's a lot more to X guard. It is complicated in a way, but if you're learning the basics, understanding the position, and some ways to get there, and then what to do with it, good starting point. Enjoy. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. If you do me a favor and like, comment, subscribe, help support me and the channel, really appreciate it. Thank you guys.